What's happening, good people? Welcome to the channel. I'm Wes, aka Mr. Budget Watch, and today you can see we're doing something a little bit different. Well, you've obviously seen by the title what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be talking about how to do a Lume shot. Now, I've done how to do a Lume video in the past, but this one is a little bit different. So, apologies for the audio and the video I'm shooting on my phone today, because obviously I'm using my camera to take the actual photos, so you can see what sort of techniques we can use. So yeah, that's what we're going to do in today. This is our subject, the San Martin Faliga, and that is because it's got really impressive lume. So what we're going to do to kick things off is actually we're going to have to charge the lume up. So I've got a little UV torch, and you can just see the lume glowing up already. And yeah, so what we're going to do is let that charge, and then we're just going to introduce you to the camera and stuff. So you can see this is my camera here, it's a Canon M50. Now you don't need an expensive camera, I mean this is not an expensive camera, but you can actually do the same sort of thing with a phone. And then of course here is what you're going to be seeing a lot, and we're actually going to be going over the settings and stuff, and what you need to get a decent lume shot. So you can see we've got a few little settings here that you're actually going to need. Now this one is 00, because the lens I'm actually using is a fully manual lens. That means it doesn't communicate with the camera like a traditional lens does. So everything you can see is controlled on the camera. So we've got focus, and then we've got the aperture as well. So what I'm going to do is obviously knock the aperture down as wide as possible. So you can see I'm on f2.8, and it goes all the way up to like f16. We don't really want all that to be honest today. F2.8 is perfectly fine. Of course, you can experiment with settings at your own pace, but this is just to show you the basics. So I think we've got enough lume charge now. So what I'm going to do is we'll just show you what we actually do. So the first thing we need to do is obviously doing a lume shot. We need it to be dark so the lume really pops. So it's going to be getting a little bit darker. So if I just pop the big studio light off, you can see it's really dark now. But yeah, so now if I pop the lume torch away, so you can see the lume is glowing. But if you actually look there and then look at the camera, you can see there's sort of a bit of a mismatch. The lume isn't as bright as it is in person. So what I need to do is sort of adjust it now. So if I touch this one here, the ISO, you can see I can make this brighter, and you can see now it sort of comes into light. But the only downside with doing that is you get a lot of noise. So that means your image is going to be really grainy. We don't want that. So basically you want to be turning your ISO down as low as possible. And you might be thinking, well, that's the complete opposite, because now it's pitch black. You can't see a thing. Well, that's where we touch this one right here. So this is how long the shutter stays open for. So now you can see if I drag it all the way down, you can see it's starting to come back again. So I think 1 second is usually about a good sort of rule of thumb sort of thing to give your camera enough light to capture it. So now if I just take a quick fire shot now, you can see we've got a picture, and there is the lume. Now obviously I'll pop that picture up on screen so you can see it now. Now that is not a great lume shot by any stretch of the imagination. This is just sort of how you do it. So I'm thinking the lume is going to need a little bit more of a top up, so we'll just give it a little kick again with the UV. And then what we'll do is just give it a minute to charge up, and then I'll show you again what it looks like when you take it straight after the UV has been lifted. Right guys, so the lume has been charging up now, so what I'm going to do is, this is going to be really hard to do. So what I've got to do is somehow hold my phone, turn the torch off, and take a picture all within the time it takes to fire the shot. So I'm going to do this now, and then I've got to move the torch, and I think I was too slow. Yes, I was. You can see it's caught the light and it's just completely blown it out. So we've got to try again. So I think we're going to have to move the light, then take the picture. Oh god. Yeah, bear in mind this is not as difficult as it is to do it when you're not filming, so yeah, just keep that in mind. So if I just turn the torch off now, and then quickly fire a picture, and let's take a look at that. There you go. So that's actually a little bit too bright. So obviously now it's a little bit too bright. So I want to increase the aperture a little bit, so just bring that up, and then we'll just give it a quick little blast again, so you can see it's really blown out. But then when I turn it off, the lume goes bright, can fire the picture, and so that's better. So now we've got a basic lume shot, but then what you can sort of do is something called a sort of, a dual exposure. And what you do then is basically, I'll show you. So now you've got your lume all lit up and really nice. So what you really want to do is, if you're going to do this as a picture, you want to hack the movement if you can, or wait for the movement to stop on its own if it doesn't have a hack in seconds. So basically what I'm going to do now is take another one of these because I've not hacked it. So if I just pop the crown, so I'm just going to have to pop you guys down, and in fact I'll just be back in a second. Right guys, so now we've hacked the second. So what that means is the second's hands isn't going to move and the hands aren't going to move, which is important when you're actually doing a dual exposure, and I'll explain why. I could do a tutorial as well how to edit a dual exposure, because I'm not really going to have time to do it in this video. This is just how to do it. So what we're doing now is establishing a lume shot. So we're just getting the watcher's lume. So we're basically just going to do the same thing again. I'm going to turn the light off, fire a quick shot, and then that's that. And then I'm going to show you how to take the second part, which you put together in editing. But again, I'm not going to do that today. So right, ready, we're going to 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to get all this in frame. So turn that off, knock my camera, and fire a quick shot. Right, so now you can see we have our shot. So now what we want to do is basically we don't want to touch anything really apart from the settings. So what we're going to do now is, you see this right here, we're going to put that back up to a normal thing here because we're not trying to capture the lume anymore. So if I put this to, oh, my camera's just being a bit weird, 1 in 60th should be fine. And then we go back to settings, back to the main camera thing. There we got the main camera screen, and now we can pop the light on. And ooh, that's actually very, very dark. Why is that so dark? Anyway, it's fine. So what we can do is just bump the ISO a little bit. You can see the watches coming back now. And then what we want to do is, without moving anything, we want to take a picture. So I'm just going to drop this back down again, because obviously it's on a tripod, so we don't really need that. So what I'm going to do now is just take a regular picture. And now we have 2 pictures. So if I just go to my camera roll, you can see we have the in focus, all lit up shot. And then we have a lume shot. And basically what we're doing is we're going to put that lume onto the actual regular shot and create a full shot. So I'll pop a picture up now to show what that actually looks like. Now, in reality, you don't really want a perfectly exposed shot like this one. You want it to be a little bit darker. See that? It's too bright. So in reality, the lume wouldn't be that bright in this sort of lighting condition. So what you're really going to have to do is sort of find a nice balance to make it look realistic. So basically now, if I just did a secondary shot to show you this one, so if I just bump that back, and the touchscreen's not really working all that well. So then look for, so like that, that's sort of not bad. So if I fire off another shot, and then there we go. Now we've got a bit more of a realistic one. The lume could potentially be that bright. I can always bring it down in post as well. So then I'll pop that shot up to show you what that looks like. But that's pretty much it, guys. I can do a different tutorial as well to show you how to do an even better lume shot, if that's something you are interested in. So that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry for the quality, but this is the best I can do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. And of course, follow me on social media at Mr. Budget Watch. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.